Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Cosmic, and I want to welcome you to my channel, Opinion Stated, where I give unfiltered, opinionated sports takes. Let's go. Last but not least, I want to talk about the team that is talked about too fucking much in the mainstream media. I saved them for last for a reason because I'm fucking sick of the Lakers already. I'm sick of them already, bro. Just like, what are the Lakers going to do? What is LeBron going to do? Are the Lakers moving away from LeBron? Should the Lakers move away from LeBron? Is this Luka Doncic's team? Who's the better team? How do you like this roster? Fuck the Lakers. It's so annoying. Lakers fans, no offense. It's just that I'm sick of hearing about y'all. Maybe it's LeBron's fault. I don't know, bro. I'm just sick of hearing about the Lakers all the time. I'm sick of hearing about them, bro. They get a D for their offseason moves, and this ain't got nothing to do with me disliking them. I really hate hearing about them all the time. They ain't even do shit. They re-signed Jackson Hayes. DeAndre Ayton they bring over in a 2-year deal, or just signed him to a 2-year deal after Portland decided to part ways with him. They bought him out of the remainder of his contract, and Jake LaRavia they brought in from Sacramento. I hope that DeAndre Ayton actually, I'm a big fan of DeAndre Ayton from his years out here in Phoenix, also where I live. I'm a fan of DeAndre Ayton. I didn't even want, truth be told, I didn't want the Phoenix Suns to let him go last season. I was like, bro, that you mean they could sign? They got Bradley Beal here with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, and they still have DeAndre Ayton, and the money works. They don't have to get rid of anything. Like, yo, keep Ayton. I thought that keeping DeAndre Ayton would have been a better thing for the team. I thought that they should have kept him, but for them to get rid of him, there was a reason they got rid of him. It didn't make sense to me. I was kind of upset. I was like, damn, bro, they should have kept him, bro. That's crazy. But they got rid of him, and he went out to Portland, and maybe he was just disgruntled out there in Portland. He just didn't want to be there either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to play out here. And so maybe that's the reason that, he just didn't work there, and then they were just happy to get rid of him, to just pay him to go away. So I'm actually hoping that the things that are being talked about with DeAndre Ayton, his attitude and his not showing up, ready and mindset and all that stuff is just bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that it is. I'm hoping that he's actually a good fit in LA overall and long term. Starting with this season, you know what I mean? Like I'm hoping he finds his way. The Lakers will lose Dorian Finney-Smith, obviously, and that Dorian Finney-Smith pickup was a huge pickup, for the Lakers. Obviously, huge signing for them because Dorian Finney-Smith pretty much anchored the defense for him, especially when AD was gone. You know what I mean? So it was just Dorian Finney-Smith's like feistiness, his attitude, that air that he has about him kind of rubs off on some people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like him coming out there with that dog gave them dog in spurts, right? That kind of tenacity in spurts. There was a point where the Lakers were like the number one defensive rated team, you know what I mean, for like 6 weeks or so. And it was Dorian Finney-Smith. Really, it was Dorian Finney-Smith, I feel like, who was the catalyst for the majority of that offensive fire. So them losing him is a big deal. It's a really, really big deal. Obviously, he added the outside touch, but that defensive prowess that he added was a big deal. Moreover, again, as you talk about the Lakers being off talked about in the media, mainstream and otherwise, even in independent spaces, it's like the Lakers and what's LeBron going to do, and what are they going to do with this roster? I feel like for the last 2-3 seasons, the Lakers have really had a shitty off season in terms of like free agency and the whole nine. I mean, since they signed like Melo and brought in Westbrook and they did all the shit, like, yo, they got all these Hall of Famers, and it's just like that was the most noise they've made in the off season in years. That season, and we all saw that. It was like, why you sign all these goddamn dinosaurs? These dudes are has-beens. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? But that's the most noise that they made. Every other year has been like, and it's primarily because of the huge amounts of money being paid out. They're just top heavy salary wise. It was LeBron and AD. Now it's LeBron and Luka. right? Luka, who's just had money poured it in from his contract that he already signed as he got traded in, that still counts as towards on the books for the Lakers. But this summer, there was an opportunity to kind of free up some money if LeBron would have been willing to renegotiate. He could have stretched his 52.6 million out over, a couple seasons, so it didn't count so high against the books. But even if not to do that, say, well, why would I take for 2 seasons what I'm about to make in one? I personally wouldn't do that either. But he could have at least extended out to add more money to the contract, which would have justified maybe taking a $10 million pay cut this season, or shaving up to 52 to take 40 for the next 3 seasons, make it up to 120. You know what I'm saying? It's an extra 70, essentially. Do the math down to 35 from 52. So it's not that LeBron had to do that, but that is what LeBron has done in the past, and he didn't do it this season. Instead, he opted into his $52.6 million. Look, man, I'm not mad at the dude. Get your money, bro. I mean, the team signed you to it. You know what I mean? They had you under contract. They gave the option to pick it up if you wanted to let it go if you didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? To renegotiate, to extend out. LeBron's like, nah, they're not going to extend me for this kind of money. I'm just going to go ahead and take this money. I'll figure out next season. LeBron also has a player option. I'm sorry, has a no trade uh, clause in his contract. The last, he and Bradley Beal, the last that I think the NBA will ever dish out. I don't think that anybody else is going to get a no trade clause ever. I think that it's a wrap for that shit. I think they see that and they're just like, the owners are like, fuck no, no more of that, no more of that bullshit. When it's time for us to get rid of a motherfucker, we want to be able to get rid of a motherfucker to do what's best for the team. I think that if the no trade clause was not in place, LeBron James would have been traded instead of Anthony Davis. I think that they would have, I mean, maybe at least would have been offered. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there would have been some more creative package put together, like, all right, we'll give you LeBron and Rui or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, because I think that the Anthony Davis and Luka pairing would have been much better than, especially long term, than LeBron and Luka. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. LeBron opts into his 52.6 million. I said, and then what he did is he went on his podcast. He's talking about ring culture, and you know what I'm saying, like,
I don't know why ring cultures there. This might just be like the A all be all.
first of all, it's the end all be all, dumbass. But
I don't know why.
it's like it's your fault. You're the reason why ring culture is so heavily focused on these days, and it's always been focused on. For the folks who just started watching basketball, get off your little pony. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't watched basketball long enough and haven't been plugged in long enough. Ring culture has always been a thing. It has always been a thing. When before Michael Jordan won a ring, they used to talk about how he was never going to win a ring playing the way that he played because he was too selfish and he was too ball centric. And so he would need to trust his teammates more. He would never win a ring. Then he won a ring, and then he would say, "Well, can he get another one?" And then he won another one. And they said, well, can he get another one? And he got 3. And they said, holy shit, this dude's the GOAT. He won 3 in a row. He has more than Isaiah now. He has 1 less than Bird, few less than Magic. Retired. Well, looks like he'll never get to those. But he was celebrated. His 3 rings were still celebrated. He had got 3 rings, got 3 rings in a row. It was a thing. It was a thing even for him. Won't get him. Oh shit, he's got 1. Can he get another one? Bam, he got another one. Damn, can he do it again? Damn, he did it. Ring culture's always been a thing. It's always been a thing. Players not winning rings. Ask Barkley, ask Ewing, ask Malone, ask, you know what I mean? Like, ask them. Ask those guys from that era. They'll tell you ring culture's been a thing. It's been a thing, bro. But, like, I just think that I'm not saying that LeBron James had to do anything. I'm not saying that he had to do anything. But I'm saying there's a better way. LeBron James goes on after opting into his contract to have his little minion, Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul, released a statement to ESPN saying, LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie and Rob, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count. And the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. Fucking bullshit. Are you kidding me, Rich Paul? LeBron wants to compete for championships. Oh, but ring culture. I don't know what's so important. Well, LeBron wants to make every one of his last years count, right? Yeah, winning championships. You know why? Because fucking rings matter. And anybody that tries to act like rings don't matter is an idiot. You play the game to win, to be the last team standing. This is why we lace them up. This is why we put the uniforms on. This is why I did it. I didn't just do it just to play ball. I love playing ball. But I was like, man, you know what? After you play ball and you see a team holding a trophy, and you want that too. I wanted that as a competitor. And so that's why we lace them up, to be the last team standing when it's all said and done. Anybody that anybody that says that it's not a big deal ain't never won shit. That's why you can say it. You ain't never won shit. You never won a championship. If you knew how it felt to win a championship, you get off that dumbass, oh, championship rings don't matter. Bullshit. Win one. Win one. Ask somebody who's won one. I was a part of a championship, team in high school, bro. We won a high school championship, city title in DC. It was incredible. It was an incredible run. It was an incredible run. It was an incredible experience with my teammates. It was amazing to do, bro. It was amazing to do, because there were a lot of years that we did not win anything. And so the year that we won it felt fucking good. Every tournament we played in out of state, every practice we had, every play we fucked up, every run we went on, it all mattered, bro. And it all felt great to be a part of. So miss me with the dumb shit. If LeBron was really intent to win a championship, he would not have opted into that 52.6 million. I'm not saying that I would not have taken the money. I'm not saying that he's wrong for taking the money, but I am saying there's a conflict here, because you got to choose one. It's either you want the money or you want the ring, because at this juncture, the way that the money is set up with this team and what's available to them, you can't take the money and steal them. Oh, you know what I mean? We understand the difficulty of building for now and still trying to set the thing up for the future. You took your money in the now. So you made it impossible for the team to build in the right now. You could have just said, man, look, I'll take 20 million less this year. I'm a billionaire. I'll take 35. Y'all go ahead and take the difference and bring us in a couple players that can help us right now. And then maybe you could package a Austin Reeves or Dalton Connect with, you know what I mean, like the other draft pick that you got, and you have some flexibility in terms of some money there to bring in somebody else. But when you opt into all the money at the top, bro, you leave nothing at the bottom. There's nothing. There's nothing. So this statement is bullshit. And it's really annoyed me for the last couple of weeks. If I listen to people talk about it and I've seen it reported, I'm just like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. So anyway, this new ownership in LA is about winning. This owner coming in owns the Dodgers out there. They've won a ring, you know what I mean, like a pennant. And so he's intent to kind of reshape things here in LA around the Lakers. I'm certain that they're excited to have Luka Doncic in the fold. Right now, the priority for the Lakers is going to be extending Luka Doncic to get him to sign on long term as a Laker. If I were you guys, I would keep my eyes on that. That's what I'm keeping my eye on, to see what the Luka decision is going to be here coming up in August. I think he has to, like, August, the first week in August. I'm not sure the exact date now. It slips my mind. But first week in August, he has until to sign this extension. If he does not sign this extension, which is like a 4-year, $229 million extension to remain a Laker, I expect Luka Doncic to become a free agent next summer and test the market. And if that happens, holy fucking shit. The reason I expect it to happen is because he was about to sign a super max with the Dallas Mavericks, or would have been eligible to sign a super max with the Dallas Mavericks had they not traded him to LA. So they fucked up his bigger picture money. You know what I mean? Like, they fucked up his big money. 229 million is no thing to sneeze at. Like, it's not a lot of money, but man, the money he was about to make with that Supermax is crazy. And I think that the only way that he could recoup some of that money would to be a free agent next summer and just let the bidding frenzy ensue. And there are some teams that have money and assets and things to move around. They can make it, and they would love to have themselves some Luka Doncic. So fuck LeBron in closing. Just keep an eye on Luka Doncic. Bring on the remainder of the free agent moves throughout the summer, man. That's been the basis of this episode. I just wanted to go through, these teams. I didn't talk about every team, like I said, man. So let me know if you agree. Share your opinion and comment. Also, like the video if you haven't done so as well. Man, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourselves. Blessings.